Hey, Healing Treasures. It's Julie Haugen here with Healing Treasures Massage in Gresham, Oregon. You might be wondering what I'm doing in my car today. So yesterday I went on a road trip, a 4-hour road trip, and had a lot of fun being out on the road, being by myself. You know, it's always a good time to be introspective. But as I was driving, I started recognizing different body patterns because you know me, I'm such an anatomy geek. I'm always thinking about what our bodies do. And I started noticing aches and pains that come with driving. And so I thought, gosh, with it being summertime now and being time that everybody goes on road trips, whether it's for going out for that day hike or, you know, conquering 1,000 miles to get to the next state or two over for an extended vacation, or even getting on an airplane or a train. There's all different types of ways that we go on vacation. um, I thought it would be fun to let you guys know some things that you can do when you are stuck sitting in this one spot and you feel like you can't do anything about it and your body starts getting restless. So here's the first thing that I noticed. Um, and it's it's about hand placement on the steering wheel. And I know that we all have opinions of what we've been taught about hand placement, and people get pretty passionate about it, almost as passionate as which direction the toilet paper roll is supposed to go on the dispensary, you know, over or under. So here's the deal. When I was in school and taking driver's ed years ago, an unspecified amount of time ago, I was taught 10 and 2. But I want you to watch what happens to my shoulders when I put my arms up like that. So my shoulders are, you know, down and at my sides pretty much. And then when I bring my arms up, my shoulders come forward. Can you see that in the video? So for driving like that for an extended amount of time, it starts putting that pressure in between our shoulder blades because we've been prolonged stretching those rhomboids out and making those pec muscles super relaxed. You know how we've talked about that, the importance of stretching back this way. So when my girls were in school not too long ago taking driver's ed, the driver's ed instructor actually said that studies are now showing that if you go, oh, see what changed there? Look at my shoulders. If you go 9 and 3 or even 8 and 4, it's a lot more relaxed in the shoulders. You are less apt to roll forward like this. And then a couple of other things happen about the whole relaxation and natural body posture. For example, God forbid you were to fall asleep at the wheel. But if you fall asleep at the wheel and your hands are up here, your hands are going to drift and pull the steering wheel, and you're more likely to veer into traffic or veer into that tree or whatever. Oh gosh, the horrible images. But if your hands are down here at 9 and 3 or 8 and 4, if you fall asleep, your hands fall in your lap. And there's just, you know, the opportunity for a few more seconds of the steering wheel tracking straight. Instead of your body weight pulling the steering wheel in a direction without you realizing it and then overcorrecting and horrible things happen. So that is my first tip. The second thing that I wanted to point out to you is the idea of recognizing where your low spine and your upper spine are and how they're feeling. For me, when I've been sitting in this position for a while without even realizing it, I even did it now while I'm sitting here on the video. My low spine, I start like relaxing it and letting it curve into the seat. And what happens with that, see there, and then I just corrected it. Your shoulders are going to follow wherever your low spine does. Your upper spine and lower spine. It's like this whole seesaw thing that happens. So put a little kick your low spine forward, and bam, your shoulders roll back, and it's more of a correct posture, which again takes stress off of those upper spinal muscles and helps your, I'm sitting by a park, so there's a lot of noise, helps your shoulders to stay rolled back. So kick that, and every time you think that your shoulders are back far enough and you think, you know, oh yeah, it's totally fine, go ahead and take a check. And I did that a lot on the road yesterday too. I actually physically stuck my shoulders back while I was driving and then pinned them into the back of my seat. You know, not violently, but just enough to activate the muscles and make them aware. And it took so much pressure and relief off of my back. It was really amazing. One more tip and trick for you. Every time you throw your shoulders back, or every time you think about, I wonder where my neck and my chin are. So correct posture, your ears are supposed to be in alignment with your shoulders, but we all tend to do this, especially, you know, as we're on our cell phones and, you know, reading our tablets and all that kind of stuff. So as you're driving, like once with every song, every time a new song comes on the radio, there's a good tell for you. Every time there's a new song on the radio, go ahead and press your head just like that into the headrest of your chair, and it's going to activate the back neck muscles and help turn these muscles off so that they stop pulling forward, which, you know, front and back, that seesaw thing again, keeping those muscles active helps to keep them in alignment. So those are tips and tricks that I wanted to share with you today in my car. So think about your hand placement. Let's go over this again. Think about your hand placement. I know you were taught a certain way. I've actually called DMV about it, and while their book says one thing, they said there's absolutely no wrong way. And so yeah, latest studies show 9 and 3 and 8 and 4 for correct posture and more road awareness. So that was tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to check your low spine and kick it forward instead of pushing it back into the seat. And when you kick your low spine forward like that, it automatically pushes your shoulders back. Put your shoulders back, and then go on ahead with each song. Press your head back into the headrest to activate those posterior neck muscles. So, and you can do that anywhere in the car. You can do it on the plane. You can do it on the train. You can do it in your friend's car, on the boat. You can do it on the boat if you've been on the boat for a long time and you can't get up. So those are the tips and tricks today to help you enjoy your summer to the fullest that you can. Again, this is Julie Haugen with Healing Treasures Massage in Gresham, Oregon. And I hope you have a wonderfully blessed day in all that you do.